Yeah, I guess so. All right. It's showtime, Mayor.
It is. We're here.
Welcome. Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, every Wednesday. This show is officially known as Beard Advice Live.
And here on Beard Advice Live, guys just send in their questions, their problems. Hey, what do you think I should do with my beard? Should I trim it? Do you see any kind of obvious quick adjustments? What's my routine? Any kind of questions like that, they email them to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. We check them out throughout the week. We load them up and we present them and talk about them and give our honest and open kind of advice on what we think could help, would help, should help. And, we go from there. Do it in a nice way. You guys in the chat are a big part of that.
Absolutely. And we get updates after a trim, after a styling adjustment. We feel really proud. And those people come back and they help out the other future beardsmen. We're still looking for some bearded ladies for some advice. That's never happened on the show, but we would absolutely love to give some advice there. And as the mayor said, the community, you guys, the chat is just as big a part with the advice as we give, sometimes even more, especially with some areas of expertise that we don't have, like having a barber background or having the ability to kind of look from a different lens. One thing I will say that this show offers in value is we have two very different beard styles. We have a shorter business beard, we have a long beard, and we have somewhere everywhere in between and beyond. Shorter beards than the mayor, longer beards than mine in the chat. So I believe that is a very, very just a benefit to have with all those different looks and perspective, because we're not always on the same page for advice. And I think it's good to hear from those different sources. So that is what we do. That's the meat and potatoes of the show. But we also dabble in a couple of traditions.
Got to say hi to Owen. Don't be hard going to bed for your mom. Nice to see you, buddy.
That's good advice.
He's home from soccer. We also partake in the dew. Right?
Yes. And I have not had any dew. I've not had any pop today. No soda, no soft beverages, no hard beverages either. Just water.
These were procured from the school. We're both teachers. From the school vending machine at the best rate I can find in town.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Just not the greatest selection there.
No.
And I even wanted an orange crush the other day. Sold out.
I was a little nervous because the top button was sold out.
Ooh, but there are two options.
Mountain Dew button.
Okay.
Had us.
And we like to eat some meat. And the mayor came in with a surprise today, bringing one of my favorites. So this is a brand known as Long John, but that isn't actually the brand. This is just some of their labeling that they do at like apple orchards and party stores. The name of the company is actually Kibosh Sausage, or it's like Kielbasa, but I believe it's Kibosh Sausage in Auburn Hills, Michigan. I've actually been to their factory, their storefront, their headquarters 3 different times, I believe. And these are some of my favorite processed meats out there. You guys sincerely love them.
You got to meet the maker.
Meat. I did.
M-E-A-T.
And I tried to talk to him on Instagram, like, hey, I'm showing you guys on this show. I got zero special privilege. Nothing. I was shut down faster than somebody could read an IG message and ignore it. So, and that's pretty quick. That is really quick. So I love these. They're some of my absolute favorites. They have some really good quality products. So you can order stuff online. I have ordered online from them as well. And if you remember, we tried I had a cheddar jalapeno one time. I had a couple of those. So yeah, they're really, really good. And yes, welcome everybody in here, from the Dan B's to the Daniel M's to the Adam K's, Dom, Bud, Aaron, Chris, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. We have about a week and a half left of our school year.
Yeah, it's crazy. Closing time. One last call for learning.
Closing time.
Yeah, semisonic. That was college for me. The end of college, yeah.
I just know it from when the bars would close at 2 a.m. and they would play that. And by the way, tonight, guys, we don't have the most entries. We have a beautiful amount. But what that's going to allow us to do is field some beard questions from you guys, or some teaching questions, or some content creating questions, or some father, husband, life questions. We're going to open that door. So if something pops in your brain and you're like, I don't know who else to ask about this with my beard, this is the show for you. You guys can get feedback from us, and you can get feedback from the audience out there as well.
We'll pretty much go anywhere that's going to not get us in trouble with YouTube.
Yes.
We'll talk about our, but that's a fine line. There's a lot of things on the other side of that line. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, wrapping up the school year is always. This is my 19th, end of the 19th,
Awesome.
number 19.
This is end of 11 for me.
And it's good. I think these kids will always be kind of special in a way. We've been through some stuff together, a lot of remote time, a lot of staring at my face in Google Meets. Well, maybe they'll remember that. I don't know.
I think so.
I think they were more mature and have a little more perspective than they definitely appreciate school. They don't love school, but they appreciate
not being locked at home,
not being on their own all the time.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, and by the way, too, I totally forgot here. And I really did forget. It's not like a segue into product placement. What we have officially going to be on sale on Monday are going to be the Dancy koozies and coffee mugs. And these are stainless steel, I believe. And here's the koozie right here. You got the logo on there, the Stay Bearded, Stay Positive. Pretty sweet. This thing is pretty cool. It's got a metal screw on top. My hands got all butter on them. All right. So screw on top right here. Pretty sweet. You get your beverage of choice. Notice right there. You place it in, fits perfectly for the can. Then you screw it on top, and that bad boy is now locked and loaded, ready to roll. Right, I'm not going to drink it, but just to demonstrate for you guys, pretty darn cool. This keeps it extremely cold. It's got like a double wall, so it'll protect it from the sun heating it up and everything. So that koozie is going to be on sale. And then we also have the stainless steel coffee mug. So you got this little guy right here, going to be perfect for your morning coffee. All right, see everything in there. All these are brand new. All right, got the little handle. Super excited for these. Really good quality stuff. And it's got the logo right on there. So those are going to be for sale on Monday during Command's Corner. Nick, I have all sorts of brands of cups like this. I have actually these ones, the Polar Camel. I have Yeti. I have there's another one that I have, something like Mountain. They're all the same. I've never noticed the difference between Yeti and then my cups that I have. So they're doing really well. And I don't know if this one holds a bottle. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we talked about that, but we never really figured it out.
Let me see if it holds a Mountain Dew can. Probably not a Mountain Dew can because of the big base. Yeah, not there. I'm going to have to test the bottle. I'm not sure on that one. That's a good question.
Sometimes my big base gets in the way too.
True.
Mountain Dew. Don't worry about it.
True. And I'm going to leave this in here. This is cold right now. We're going to see how it is at the end of the show for what it's doing. Yes.
So you guys may be wondering, why are they dripping in whiskey and hardtack? Why are we dripping in it? That's what they like. That's not a bad thing, guys. That just means you're wearing.
That's what the kids say.
That's what the children say at school. Facebook group, Command's Corner. Have you heard of us? If you haven't, you should join us and check us out. Our sponsor this month is Whiskey and Hardtack. We're offering an exclusive, amazing discount that you have to jump over, join the group to check it out. We've got giveaways coming up. We're going to be announcing them on this show. Giveaways for group members all through June. I'm going to be making more videos. I opened with a video just about how much I already used it just as a beard guy in general. And yeah, that's what we do. I get to share what I like, the products, and talk about them. I get to check out the gear. They updated their little logo.
Yep.
Which is pretty darn sharp. We were just talking about it before the show.
A group exclusive discount code that is worth more than my normal discount code. So just keep that in mind. Thank you, Walt, man. Super kind of you. Thank you. Jared, I think there's 20 of each of these. So there will be 20 mugs and 20 koozies. Sincerely have no idea. The second round of tumblers did not go fast at all. They took several months to sell. So I don't know. I don't know if they're going to go right away or not. We got 20 of each that will be available. And hey, we got a Sasquatch sighting.
Oh my gosh.
A celebrity appearance.
I'm still here. I'm still here, man.
The beard is still going.
It is. I mean, yeah.
Paul, I miss you. I love you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. We're looking at November for an official Vegas beard meetup. I'm going to nail in some dates. I'm going to check with the mayor probably this week, actually. Let's get together, see if we can make that. I'm going for sure. But we want to see if we can work it around the mayor's schedule as well. Hype. We're going to keep you in the loop there, all right? We're going to keep you in the loop. Mad love working with you guys. Hey, we talk about it all the time, Holly. Very mutual coming back this way. The Polar Camel will hold ice nearly as long. Both hold ice for hours. There we go. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, guys. All right. And then, and again, we will have time for, hey, Mr. Cowboy, what's up out in Cali? Tell Mrs. Dole Whip I said hello. I kind of wish the coffee cups didn't have a recessed opening to drink. My stash grabs the coffee and drips all over. Oh, yeah. I understand. If you told me back then when it started, the mayor would still be going and have this gorgeous beard today. Hey, I love it. Well, how about we get into some beard advice? So we hit this right away, and then we'll take kind of little intermittent breaks to be able to
stretch.
Stretch the mind.
Maybe some mindfulness.
Yes, I don't like that term, but we can think about it. How'd you like the original sausage?
Originally, it's awesome.
Yeah, their stuff's really good.
Really well flavored and spiced and all that.
Good texture, good everything. I always do that. All right. Let's take a look at the beard advice. What color is it going to be? Who knows? What's the guess? What are we thinking here? The color is a gradient purple. That should be a new thing. Yeah, that should be a new thing for us.
Good. That's June. June's a big month for me.
Yeah.
Father's Day.
Oh, true.
Birthday.
Oh, what day?
At the end, 30th.
Okay.
We'll be here on my birthday.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And it's kind of like my favorite month. I don't know. School ends. Like it all kind of wrapped. Not that I don't love your school.
We'll be camping, I think, 4 different times in June.
Wow.
Starting out this weekend. So very excited. We got the travel trailer in the driveway. Got to get some things together, work it all out, get ready to roll. All right. Here we go. Oh, and first off, we have an update for you. If you guys, June 30th birthday, hey, Cowboy's birthday, same date.
All right.
Super cool.
Classy.
Yeah. He rides motorcycles. He's tough. He is tough, though. But I did a video on filling in gaps by using a combination of castor oil and then 3% peppermint oil. Now, I guess since I made that video, it's come out to me that peppermint oil is a staple in the minoxidil community. Now, I said in the study that peppermint oil outperformed Rogaine, minoxidil. Now, there's a minoxidil YouTuber that is now taking on this challenge as well to see if there is some progress of him implementing, which is super cool. There's a bunch of people trying this from the video. Well, we have a resident test dummy for us, and his name is Adam K.
And he's no dummy.
No, he's a scientist. So he's very, very smart. And we are now on day 14. It's been officially 2 weeks since he's been applying this at night. Hopefully he's been consistent with it and sticking with it. And we're going to take a look at the pictures here. Over here is, I got to get my pointer. Over here is week 0. And then over here is week 2, which is what we have right now. Now, Adam, we do have a request for you. And he kind of forgets and does it last minute. But Adam, I know you're going to set a reminder to send in pictures. If we can get your picture where you took it on this first one, because the color is just totally different because of, I think, the lighting or the room you were in. Resident test dummy. I thought you'd like that, Adam. If we could get a picture from where you were in that first one, that would be super helpful to see that color as a comparison here. But let's take a look and let's really dive in here. So this is week 0, and now is week 2, right? 14 days in. On first observation, it's tough to tell because the soul patch looks longer. Who knows if that has to do with the peppermint oil, castor oil. And it does definitely look more, I agree with Beard Wiley, it does look more brushed than the first one, so it's a little bit more spread out. But what we want to focus on are the areas where there's no hair, okay? So in these portions here, there is no hair. Now, when I look at this, and again, I don't know if it's lighting, I don't know if it is what it may be, but I do see some hairs. Not talking about this. I know these are flares, but I do see some hairs right here that do not exist on this one. Specifically this one right here catching the light. That is a new hair. Now, again, I don't know if there's some optical illusion or there's something I'm missing there, but it does look promising. It does look like, and I'm not married to this idea. I even said in the video, I don't know if this works. So this isn't something where I'm going to be biased and pushing it, but it does look like there's something there.
And I'm going to sum my observations up with just a sound. Because I see what you're saying. Still, I want to see what next week brings, but I'm kind of like, because I see what you're talking about. There's no denying it. Maybe we're getting onto something. Maybe there's something there.
And this is coming from the man himself. He says 1,000%. Or is that 10,000? I'm not good at math. 10,000% see some progress with the immature hairs. Interesting.
Okay.
And this is coming from the guy that sees it himself. And again, I agree with Paul. Different lighting, different situation. But right here, this portion does not lie. I do see a little bit.
I just don't know if he's brushing, if it's almost like a trick of the styling, though, because it does. Obviously, it's way fuller.
Mm-hmm.
It's filling up the space way better. But is he hedging his bets a little bit, or, who knows?
Yeah, it's interesting. And I agree. And I think next week we're going to have the, immaculate update, the perfect styling and everything. He's going to set a reminder for us. But there's some promise there. Yeah. This is getting me excited, especially for 2 weeks. Looks really, really cool. So, Adam, thank you. Keep it up. Make sure you're still applying it every night, and we get that ready to roll. Yeah, I took this week's picture last minute from the gym. I didn't style it at all today. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. We appreciate you taking the picture and keeping this going, man. Absolutely. I mean, it means a lot. So yes. And if anybody else is trying this, give us some updates. And even if it's nope, I haven't seen anything, let us know. Yeah. Yep. Let us know there. Okay. Let's get to our first advice, and then if you guys start thinking of some beard questions you may have, something that you've been wondering about styling, about health, and we will get to that after our first one. Oh, and here's the question right away. Do you mix the bottle and apply, or do you just add drops to the spot? So I would advise mixing in the bottle and then applying, rather than just adding drops kind of evenly there, because it's going to be really tough to get the proper proportions when you're using drops. Because it's not even going to be 1 drop of peppermint oil per application. So I would mix it in the bottle and then reapply as you go through. Dan, going back to my question by tonight, I think most of my beard issues come from not enough water. Probably. Not enough sleep. Probably. Mm-hmm. I drink water maybe a few times a week. Whoa, yeah. No, I'm not kidding you. I drink this is my last bit of water. I have my gallon of water up on the counter because I finished it. This is my last bit of water. Water has to become a part of your routine. You're never going to drink enough water by drinking when you're thirsty. I hate that phrase. You're dehydrated when you're thirsty. No, some people don't. People's thirst meter, right? The thirst quench is different for everyone. Some people it doesn't trigger. My mother-in-law doesn't really drink water because it just doesn't trigger in her brain. So you got to make sure it's a part of your routine. I have my best days when I'm at work. Because it's just a part of teaching for me. It's just a part of drinking. When I'm on traveling, when I'm home, those are some of my worst days.
Living within the routine.
Yeah.
We're big routine guys. Teachers are big routine.
Teachers are
good routine people.
Yes. And I think that's part of the reason why this channel has had some relative success is because of routine. Can you do the peppermint castor mix as in all over? You can. Yeah, absolutely. It's proven for growth, not just on that spot. I just use that as the title in the picture, because that's the most common area. So yes. Is it peppermint and castor oil? Yes, it is peppermint, essential oil, and castor oil. A lot of people mistake thirst for hunger. Ooh, interesting.
It's true.
Yeah, I believe it.
And then they eat.
Right. I mistake boredom for hunger.
Well, yeah.
That's a big one for me.
Sometimes it's nice to eat.
Yeah.
For enjoyment, but you just don't do too much.
Yep, that is true. My wife actually ended up in the emergency room from dehydration. Many people have. Who was the beard owner? Ray from Husky, actually. Former owner of Husky ended up in the hospital because of dehydration and stress. So that's for sure. Dan, I put like 30 to 35 drops in a 1 ounce castor my first week. Nothing yet. All right, I'll take that. Your diet and overall sodium intake can have a big impact on if you're thirsty more or not. Yep, absolutely. Just drink more water. I agree. Hello, Orlando Luna. Welcome on in. Okay. Is that Orlando Luna? There's a dog there. Our buddy Rorik has a dog named Luna. Is that you, Rorik? Probably not.
No.
Coincidence, though.
I don't feel like he'd be a chat guy. He might say hi.
His dog might.
Yeah, that's true. All right, this is Rich. Rich says, just looking for basic advice, first beard, and have already hit a year.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. First off, love the color. Second off, welcome on in Mike from Detroit Grooming. And then third, okay, just wants general advice, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this basic first beard after you hit a year. First off, congratulations on your year. the easiest way to have a great canvas to be able to sculpt and give advice from is by just letting it grow. So that's going to be very, very easy to do. So we have our first tip here of the squint test.
Yep.
Mayor, for those listening at home that may not be watching us actively, or this is their first time on the show, what is the squint test?
The squint test is a way to kind of like see where the body of the beard is, or where the line of demarcation, or where you would maybe look for a trim. So if you squint, you're going to see the body of the beard, and you're going to lose the guys where it's getting too thin, and maybe you would want to clean it up. And I think that's a great example here for Rich. One of my first suggestions would be that they're that bottom maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches. That seems like a big number.
No,
but would be something you could think about just trimming up and then waiting for it to thicken in.
Yeah, no, I think it's just simply a maintenance trim. You let that beard grow. Beard hairs do not all grow at the same pace. And so what that causes is transparency. Happens with me. It would happen with the mayor. It would happen with most of you. Most of us do not just grow out and have a perfectly even beard. You have a wonderful beard. Like I said, a great canvas to be able to work from. So what I would do is simply make this little trim here. You're going to kind of cut off on the outside. You're going to do that little squint test. And it's going to be right about here. Do a nice little rounded look on the bottom. And you're going to do well. What I would not do is touch anything on the sides. Your sides look perfectly fine. You got a great cheek line right there. I can tell that your sideburns are well blended. And I actually like it kind of going back and giving you some fullness right here. So I would not touch the sides at all. Mustache is just going to come down to personal preference. I like the kind of lazy walrus style that you have. I might kind of play with it so it's not swooping up as much, because what that can do when it swoops up to the side a lot is it takes a lot to maintain like a perfect balance on the mustache. It's easier to be uneven. That's part of the reason why I like my lazy walrus, is because I just get everything blended into the beard, and you can't tell if it's uneven because it's all just kind of blended. So I would advise you to look up my lazy walrus video, and then a little maintenance trim with some buzzers here. Ready? And just do a nice little rounded one down there. And all you're doing, as the mayor said, getting rid of about 1.5 inches of transparency around the bottom here. And thank you for, at least, I don't know if that's a towel or if that's a shirt, but thank you for wearing a dark color underneath. And that helps us out to be able to see where that transparency is. But beautiful color. I love the dark mustache into the light beard.
The pepper.
Yeah.
Like mess with, work on that mustache, because it already stands out. So that's going to be like a focal point. I think that there's kind of take some of the tips Dan just gave and kind of really make that pop on the beard.
Yep. But it looks really good, Rich.
Yeah.
That's a lot of guys would kill for that color, kill for that fullness. Hey, Beard Octane. But yeah, man, hopefully that helped out. And Rich, and here's a great tip as well. And I don't know if I've seen Rich in here tonight. Oh, here he is. It's a shirt. Thanks, guys. Awesome. Yeah, Rich, thank you for sending it in. Hopefully you're reading these compliments, man. You have a wonderful beard. I agree with Funk Daddy. This is advice I always give on a serious trim, is make it a 3-day trim. Do your initial line on day 1, and as much as it's going to hurt your soul and be difficult to do, walk away. Walk away, sleep on it, take a shower, style the next day like you normally style, and then reassess. Do it one more time, reassess, and then be done with it.
And it doesn't mean you're going to I don't always have a 2nd day or a 3rd day trim.
Correct.
Our whole purpose with that is suggesting that you don't get into the slippery slope of, bring that side up. And pretty soon you're like, what happened? Where is it? And you think your only option is a reset.
Yes.
It has happened.
Yep. And like you said, that's a really good point. When we say a 3-day trim, if you nailed it after the first one and you walked away, took a shower, styled, and it's great, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Mayor, you want to read that comment?
The colorway. All right. Love the colorways in your beard. Yeah. They are kind of like, you call them the fangs or whatever.
Yep.
I think I felt weird about them when I first started having a beard and growing it a little bit longer in the front. But I think that's your character. That's like your fingerprint. The color you get in your beard.
Yep.
That's like your badge of honor.
Zebra stripes.
Yep.
Zebra stripes. Bryn, and so Rich, thank you for sending in, man. If you do that transparency trim, please send it an update to us. Send the original picture, that square on that facing us, and then send an update one. we would love to show that off. Just started growing my beard out about 2 months ago. It's very dense in certain areas, but my cheeks are needing some work. What's the amount of months before I decide whether or not I should keep it? I don't know. I don't know if there's a golden rule for that, whether you decide to keep it or not. Everybody has different levels of comfort, different patience levels. What do you think, man?
I would love it if you would send in your picture because we could get a better look at it.
True.
It's all going to be dependent on what your goal is. If you want a long beard style, we see guys on the show all the time that have just patchy growth or just areas that don't fill in as well as others. And are typically, we would suggest you grow past whatever you're thinking of, and then maybe you can trim back to it. And you have to get that mindset of, there are going to be rough patches. There are going to be awkward phases when you don't feel like going out, or it looks weird. Or for me, it was when the little chin hairs were like sticking out, and I couldn't do a thing with them, and I hadn't learned the skills to handle it. So that's all part of this process. A beard teaches you patience.
Yes. And Ken, congratulations on summer break being here. We're not quite there yet, but happy for you. Yep, happy for you on that one. And then let me see some.
Did you see Doug earlier said he's 20 years. He's wrapped. This is his 20th.
What is it for you? 21?
19.
19? Okay. Thank you, Mike. I am not insecure at all. You guys are fully welcome to give Merrick a compliment, and you don't have to feel like you need to give me one. And I mean that. I'm never the person that's like, why'd you say nice things about him? It didn't even cross my mind.
He stomped my foot a little on the under.
No. Foot stomp. Our hats are inverse. Yeah. Very, very observant of your child. That's something I never really paid attention to, but both, we do have those fangs. Yep, absolutely. And the mare's, yours extends, I think, even farther than mine, which is super interesting.
How low can they go?
How low can you go? Awesome. Yes, I just stayed with the circle beard. Yep, thank you, Michael. We saw the pictures, man. Looked great. And then, guys, this is exactly what we're looking for tonight. Some open conversation, some great questions. And the benefit is you get from two perspectives. When he asked about how many months he should wait, I didn't think about sending pictures in. So I love that the mayor picked that up. Hey, my beard's starting to curl back by my ears since it's getting long again. It's still too short to be affected by gravity, and I'm having a hard time straightening it out. Zeb, you got kind of two options here. Number one is you trim it to the way you like it. Number two, you wait and you get through this little awkward phase that you're in. I tried to grow my sideburns out really long, and it didn't work for me. I went too long with it being out of control. So I have been trimming my sideburns back to control and then letting the beard go longer. It just wasn't in the cards for me to get this really big beard up here. It may be for you. Yeah, it may be for you. So I'm not that's a tough one. Just, again, can you get through it? It will fall. It will lay down eventually.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a while.
And we can't promise when.
Right. Brandon, you're going to send your pictures in to the email that's scrolling down at the bottom right now. Again, anybody listening at home, beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Send us your beard, multiple angles, side, front, maybe under beard if it's relevant, and then give us a description. Tell us what you are thinking. What are your goals? What issues are you experiencing? And Brandon, you did a good job of that in your comment. Just put that into the email as well. Can you explain he's Scuba Trim so I don't? Do it. You want to explain a Scuba Trim?
A Scuba Trim is just essentially a clipper trim where you are kind of going short on the sides and bringing it out. It's not for every beard style. It's not for every hair type. But he just kind of uses a lower guard and kind of works it out to where it's longer and prominent in the front. Lot of caveats with that. A lot of problems. We often run into guys who start out with that because they find Scuba's video, and Scuba even does. I've seen, he goes up and down, and that up is crazy because that's even shorter. A guard is meant to say that at least it's going to be this long.
Yep.
And when you're going up, sometimes you don't get. I feel like I never got that consistent answer. So, but using clippers, close, tight fade, a little bigger, not until it's kind of right here. It's all about the jut of the beard.
Yep. So Scuba Trim is for guys that want to maintain a shorter style. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Highly encouraged for many guys out there. But where it really affects a beardsman is if he has goals of growing it out. If you're going to grow it out, you want a beard my length or somewhere in between Scuba and mine. You cannot get there with having a Scuba Trim. Also, as Bill says, you got to be careful because it's very easy to have a massacre of a scuba trim. He did on his last trim video. He messed up his beard and now has a shorter beard as a result of that. He talked about the reasons in his video today about why you should have a shorter beard. One of them is if you mess up your trim. So his trim is risky. There are, and I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying that you should never. There are guys that should go with a scuba trim. Rock on. If you're planning on growing your beard out or you want to consider growing your beard out, no, do not go with a scuba trim. Dan, I've been noticing much more shedding with even the smoothest stroke. Any idea? Yes, Vado. Super simple answer, and this one is correct, is number one, season change. That's it. Right now, you are likely experiencing some humidity change, some temperature change, some sunlight change. All of that is going to impact your growth cycle, and it's going to spur your hairs into shedding more. As long as they have that white bulb at the end, you're likely fine. Other things that could be contributing, stress. If you have an increase of stress in your life, that's going to increase shedding. Try to cut that out. Dehydration, all those normal things. But most of us, we actually discussed this on Monday, most of us are experiencing some seasonal changes right now, and your beard will tell you.
Yeah, no, if you've switched brushes or combs or anything like that, you can look at it. But hasn't been hot, but it's been humid.
We've had some hot ones.
It's been humid, sticky, gross, even with like
this weekend's going to be in the 90s and almost pure humidity.
Yeah.
Do you see we're hitting 90, 91? Yes. Yeah, so it's going to be hot.
Mom, we're scheduling a pool party.
Somewhere
on a pool.
There you go. But yes, seasonal change is real. Almost every summer I do a post. I have a video about it. Drink. What best water temp to get the most out of washing conditioners? I highly recommend washing with warm water and then finishing with a cold rinse. Warm water is going to be able to get all of the gook and grime and sodium and dirt and buildup out the best. And then that cold rinse, again, I got a video on that to explain all the benefits of that cold rinse.
And I used to do that wrong because it's a wash. So that's washing, lather up, rinse out with warm water, then the cold rinse. And I would try to do the cold rinse to get it out.
Yeah.
And I think it does make a difference.
It does. Yep.
You get more. Cold water doesn't quite get all the conditioner or whatever.
Closing your pores. Yep. Nope. Absolutely. Wax in my face don't really mix. What are some non-wax ways to train the mustache? I want it longer but can't stand it. Hope to train it. Sean, I would look up my Lazy Walrus mustache video. Heat is going to be, other than wax, the only way you're going to possibly train your mustache is with heat. That's it. There's really nothing else out there unless you're talking like using glue or something. But heat is going to be, don't use glue. Heat is going to be your only other real way to be able to do that. Hey guys, getting my beard trim for a video. I'm pretty excited. It's definitely time for a shape up. When getting a trim, shaping up, doing it yourself, do you do anything with the stash? I do. Yep. I try to clean up the stash when I'm cleaning up the rest of my beard.
Do you do clippers?
I do both.
Okay.
So I start out with scissors. I get my bottom line with scissors, and then I turn like the blade of the clippers, and I go and I just kind of go down the mustache.
I am all scissors on the stash. I just go a little duck face, try to get those edges up because I've kind of gotten to the point where I like the little under tuck. I like the way the mustache is looking, so I'm leaving it a little longer. So I just use the little scissors and kind of like spot trim. There was a while where I was going for like a clean line. I'm not feeling the clean line right now. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it to me right now is a little more natural with a little bit of, not quite like that straight line where that top lip's completely coming out.
Yeah, no, I like it. Great question, Mike. Thank you. Family member of mine was surprised by how soft my beard was, so I led him in the right direction of some quality beard product. That's a cool feeling. Yeah, really, really cool. Well,
feeling. You got a guy who never put anything in his beard, which there's a lot of them out there,
tons. And they don't know the difference until they try it. Right? They'll say, "I don't need those products." It's like, well, what did you try? Nothing. Well, how do you know you didn't need them? So, yeah, that's a really good point. My beard gets pretty dense on the neck, and it's tough to trim with scissors. Clippers okay? Yeah, absolutely. I'm a clipper guy, and I would recommend the Brio Beardscape. No money behind them. I've never made a penny from them. It's just the best. Yep, just absolutely the best one to be able to use. Okay. Dan Merritt, from the advice from the videos, I've changed a lot of my habits to maintain healthier beard, and I've tried exfoliating frequently, but I can't get rid of these beard pimples. Can you help? Nick, my first thing I would have you look at is how much product are you using? The number one way that you're getting. So what causes beard pimples? I would look up my clogged pores video after tonight. Essentially, you have a pore and something is blocking it. And what a pimple is when you have that blockage, whatever's coming up from underneath it, normally sebum oil, it's pushing up that bump. It's pushing up that pimple. So what is blocking it? Usually dead skin cells, usually a bacteria that develops from not washing properly. And then other times it's like salt, sodium from your sweat, or just good old like earth and dirt and nature that's getting in there. But that's all pimples are, especially on your beard, is a blocked pore. So we got to get that pore open up. One of the great things is exfoliating, but even more importantly is drinking enough water. Got a video on that recently too, the beard detox, and using a quality beard wash. Drink more water, really wash your beard. Even if that's a daily, even if you need to wash every single day, I would try that.
You know, your comedogenic scale, your discussion on that.
Good point.
Pay close attention. You know, like for me, a lot of times I will go back to whiskey and hardtack because I know that my skin just does really well with it. And but pay attention to what the carrier oils are in that. If you're using one oil more, a big thing is proportion. Make sure you're not using too much because that extra oil will clog the pores. But maybe you just have certain ones, certain carrier oils, certain ingredients that just, for whatever reason, clog those pores. I do. I definitely do.
Here's a good question for you.
Serious question. Do you make the sound effects while you trim your beards? No. Usually I'm just kind of hoping I don't mess up anything too much. No, I just take too long.
I don't either.
No sound effects. I don't think I have the capabilities of adding anything else to the process.
No, it's kind of like a zone in thing. Yeah. David Mayer, any recommendations on a deep beard conditioner for once in a while after a stripping wash? A great deep beard conditioner would be, beard octane would be, it's on the heavier side without being too heavy. So that would be a really good option to have. I would say whiskey and hardtack is kind of a straight up medium, and then like a Scotch Porter being a lighter one. Defined Beard Co. has a really good, really deep, heavy conditioner. That could be an option that's out there. So you got a lot of good options. That's a good thing. And if you need any more specifics, Paul, you just send me a message, and I'd be happy to help you out with that. I went from no products to products maybe 2 months ago after watching a Dan video, and literally the best decision of my life. It's not just help my beard, but overall health. Oh man,
that's awesome,
Nick. That is awesome.
That's the gravy. That's the gravy.
That's it. I'm going to take a picture of that, actually, Nick. So I need the mayor to smile. All right. I'm going to post that later. That's a super cool comment. Thank you for that comment. I really do appreciate it.
That's what it's all about, man.
Right there.
You know,
right there.
There is a big jump. There's a big difference between having face on your hair and having a healthy beard.
Oh. Who has face on their hair, though?
Having the hair in your face?
You said having face
having hair on your face or having a healthy beard. Do not let my dyslexic flip of words.
Do I have any face on my hair? I don't think so, but that's all right. That was good.
You're all hair and face.
Yeah. When getting transparency trim, do you normally do the normal routine or styling or go all natural? Great question, Ronald. One that I'm very passionate about this answer. Go with your normal style of now you got me messed up. Go with your normal styling routine without any solid products. So if you normally wear balm or wax, don't use balm or wax, oil only. But if you use a blow dryer, use a blow dryer. If you use a heated brush, use a heated brush. If you don't. You want to trim your beard from the state in which you wear it. Because if you trim it from naturally and then you go to style it the next day after the trim, it's not going to lay the same. It's not going to look the same. So trim it in the same style in which you wear it. Great question. One that's brought up often. I have a video on that, of course, as well. It sounds like crazy, but it's true. I have a video on all these things. Yes, trim it from the style in which you wear it. I have to sneeze. I don't know when it's going to come.
I don't know either. I'm a big loud sneezer. My family gets angry at me about they think it has to be an over dramatic, and really it's just getting the sneeze out.
And once you're
just trying to live my life,
every year you get a little more dad in there. It's inevitable.
You know, it's like my house, my sneeze.
Yeah, inevitable. Yeah, it really is. All right. Thank you guys for all the questions. We're going to come back for another question dump in a little bit, and I'm not talking about poop knife.
I was like, Dan, do we even have enough pictures? You're like, we got enough. More than enough with our chat and our questions. a lot of times we don't get to all of them. So
we good. Mayor, while I get this presentation loaded, what's your beard oil collection looking like now?
big.
Yeah,
Big. Probably coming up on 100 bottles, maybe.
Hundo. Nice.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else get sneeze juice in the beard? I'm good right now. I try to direct my sneeze. That's part of it too. Is I try to direct it.
Yeah, no, I just am loud, real loud. Like it's like, I don't even know if it's true. Have you ever heard that like your organs shut down when you sneeze? Like your
No.
Yeah, like
Whoa.
I don't know if it's true or not, but it kind of makes sense. Like
Whoa.
you think about it, like when you feel it in parts that shouldn't be involved.
Hey, okay. Polly, yes, your wife can absolutely join the group. Have her just answer the questions when she applies to join the group. We have many women that are in the group, and we do have some that it's like a joint account. So yeah, absolutely.
We're all about that. Absolutely. And we're proud that, wives can join our group and not be offended by things. It isn't always the easiest, like,
Funk says, don't sneeze when you're peeing. You have to blame the kid. I've never thought about that. No. I don't like sneezing when I drive because you can't keep your eyes open.
Because your body's shut down.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah, oh, man. Yeah, you got to have a poop knife reference. But and I knew you guys would have questions. You always do, which is awesome. And it's seriously appreciated.
All right, Matt 8. This is Matt 8.
What up, Matt?
And Matt would like to know if we have any advice or suggestions.
Okay. Boom. All right. Full disclosure here. Matt has a really well put together beard. Very, very detailed. You can tell this dude knows what he's doing. On top of having a fantastic beard. Molly, we miss you out there. You're probably listening on your ride home, hopefully being safe. He has a great haircut. This is someone that goes to a barber that knows what they're doing. Mustache is lit, as Holly says. And he's got great shape, great texture. But normally I would turn Matt away and say, hey, man, we can't. We got nothing for you. This is his goal over here. So when we look at the side beard, what are your – I have a feeling I know your thoughts here. Whoa, man. Give those grill aprons away. Awesome, Jason. We will, man. Absolutely. Hey, I said earlier, no school tonight. Oh, I apologize, Molly.
Oh,
yeah, you're just being quiet. Just being quiet over there.
Then what's going on?
Yeah, right.
Where you at?
Right. Hey, Jason, thank you so much, man. Absolutely. We will do that. We will make that happen. So thank you.
Wow.
All right. Matt H.
All right.
What do you think?
So looking at his goal, I don't know. I kind of like him more than his goal. In a way, I do. I love the character and the personality, the mustache. The big difference to me is the mustache, really. Yeah, that guy has a little bit longer length, but I don't, I look at the side next to each other, and he has a little bit more of a natural line. I don't know if I like yours just as much, but it's gonna be about the mustache. And if you want to go to that big full lazy walrus, which I think is what I would declare our goal picture at, there will probably be some patience involved with that. Maybe I don't know what the handlebar would look like laying down. Yeah, but I don't know if you have to do that. Consider your goal, and maybe I'd like to know a little bit more about why that, and is it really driven by that mustache change? Right. Because the goal beard does not seem much different than the normal beard. Maybe a little bit bigger, slightly, but it's pretty much there. The big difference is that mustache. And right now, it's the difference of a styled, a little bit thinner mustache and then a burly, lazy walrus mustache. So, Matt, if that's truly what you want to do, if that's truly what your goal is, just simply ease off the wax, get a heated brush, start working the lazy walrus, and letting it go because you're almost there, man. You have a great beard, great style, and hey, if that was not your goal, we wouldn't have any advice for you. We'd have nothing. Agree. So awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Matt. All right, let's grab one more, and then we'll throw some of those giveaways there. All right, this is William L. Have recently taken off my beard for business reasons and for my wife. Can you give me some tips on my mustache, which I'm trying to handlebar? The ends do not seem very thick, and I do not want to curl. Mustache grows extremely slow. Okay, all right. And we have another question here. David says, what heated brush? The good news is, David, there's tons of great options out there. For a short beard, for a mustache,
Your two best options are going to be the Cushel bar, which the mayor uses on a daily basis, and then the Aberlite Pro, which I use on a daily basis. But there are good budget options as well. I believe the company Vicacon is a good budget option. Now, you get what you pay for. It might not last as long. The battery might die. Those things that you don't really see on the inside. Though it may not be the greatest answer for long term, but there's really good options even just on Amazon. So that, yeah. Link to giveaways. TK, we're not going to have any links for the giveaways because I did not plan on any giveaways tonight. So today is going to be the old school kind of giveaway where we'll do a random number generator. The pocket one's a good option. Yeah, absolutely, Joshua. Everything that I've experienced from Aberlite is really good quality. I've not had any problems with Aberlite at all. Sorry, just getting back to the plant, getting everything turned in, ready to go home. Awesome, Jason. Hey, take your time, drive safely. We'll still be here once you get home. Yeah, we'll still be here.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a look at Beard Nerd. Look up Dan C. Bearded terminal length. That video is going to have you covered better than we can explain right now. All right, William. Tips. Oh, yeah. Okay. So William grew out a year, right? Mm-hmm. Wife wanted him to chop it down. That would kind of go with Scuba's video today. There are some women that don't like a long beard. But still, on this side over here, one, look at those locks, man. That is absolutely killer. And two, hey, Mick, two, this would be, I think, your prototypical, your
quintessential.
There you go. Beard stash.
Word of the day. Yeah, I agree.
You got the beard on the side over here, nice and stashed, nice and stubbly, and then you have the really, really dialed in mustache as it goes through. Man, I hate to see a big beard go down, of course, right? I'm a bearded guy, beard channel. I don't mind this at all. Man, I don't think you downgraded. I think it's just a different type of look and fits you, especially with the hair. Fits really well. And I can imagine with it up in like a ponytail, how cool that would look as well. Now let's get to the details here. Can you give me tips on my mustache, which I'm trying to handlebar? The ends do not seem very thick and do not want to curl. Mustache grows extremely slow. All right. Any thoughts there? You want me to?
I just love the mustache. Mm-hmm. I think it really is featured well with like that short. What is that? Like a 2? Nah, that'd be like a 3 or a 4 length beard.
Yeah, 3.
And then but it pops. So I don't know much about a handlebar mustache. I know it's all about the wax and patience. And yeah, you know, if you're noticing your mustache growing slowly, welcome to the world, because that's just the way it seems to go.
Except for me, mine is like my fastest growing part of my beard, which is so weird. But yeah, I have to trim my mustache much more than anything else. William, as far as the ends being thinner, that is how mustaches work. Unfortunately, they do thin out at the end. If you are going to a handlebar mustache, you can look at my handlebar mustache video. We can send you a link to that. Just look up Dan C. Bearded handlebar mustache, and that will help you out. But other than that, they have like some rollers, like actual like hair rollers they can use for your mustache. You can get a like curling iron that can help out as well. I almost like where it's at right now, where you just have that little, I call that a little whoop right here. And I don't know if I even want to see it go into a full handlebar. I really, really like where you are. My advice for you, William, is maintain this style of mustache that you have going on right now. As it gets longer, I would just clip the corners and clip the edge off, because I think this is a legendary look. Genuinely love this.
Like, he could be
on a movie.
Yeah, I don't want to say that he look. I just love how he took a bad situation with, you know, whatever the business situation and the wife. I love the look. Like, he could be, a great, like we said, quintessential, a trademark beard stash guy.
Yeah.
The long hair. I love how he brought that up. Kind of balances everything.
Yeah.
Good look. Well done.
Really, really well done. And hello, Blind Bearded. No, I cannot enter you in any giveaways today because we do not have the link. You're going to have to listen when the giveaways start. It's going to be a random number, and you'll have to type that random number in because there's no way that I'll be able to do that because we're going to see the number. So just listen for those instructions once we get closer there. Where's everyone visiting from tonight? Yeah, let's go ahead and hit a little roll call.
At Wednesday?
Yeah, where are you at Wednesday? Where are you guys located? We do this on Monday nights, but hey, let's throw it in on Wednesdays. If you're comfortable, let us know what country, let us know what state, maybe what city. whatever you feel comfortable with. We are in the Flint, Michigan area. We both teach in the same school. We're about, a mile away from each other?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2 miles?
As the crow flies.
Yeah.
Which it would be cool to fly with the crow. Wouldn't it be like, where's that?
I did kind of fly with a peregrine falcon, the fastest bird in the
right.
world.
I'm talking more like Uber drone.
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh,
to get somewhere.
You know, I could see. The only thing is, I could see my wife using it like every day to get to work.
Oh yeah.
She's just like her and Luke they're a team in the morning, and every day they sneak out a little bit later. Come to find out, I think he was late to school a little bit.
Betsy?
Like one day. He told me about
She's
it.
going to be so mad at you. She's going to be so mad at you for talking.
But you know, bless her heart, she's probably late because I didn't do something right in the first place. If we're all going to be real about it.
Burr Oak, Michigan? I don't know where that is. Never heard of that one. Where's Burr Oak, Michigan at? And
it's lower than Royal because it's cold.
Everybody say hi, Sam.
Royal Oak.
Hi, Sam.
Burr
Oak. Burr Oak.
Mm-hmm.
Burr. That was a good one. Too funny. Hey, and then let's go ahead and nice save, Mary. Yeah, that was a pretty transparent save, but
it's fine.
Yeah,
that's all I got. It's not clever.
Yeah.
If I was clever, I wouldn't have said it in the first place.
And then let's pair it right in as I get ready for a giveaway. What is in Beard tonight? What company, what scents, what products? What do you have in Beard? For me, it is an oil and a butter from a company I'm testing that I'm not going to say yet.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you're.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I can't tell. This is my first ever. I really can't tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
I do. I got some. I'm kind of excited. Holly's got some whiskey and a heart attack coming tomorrow to my doorstep.
New.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm.
Did you use the Easter one that I passed you?
I did.
You like it?
Yeah,
it's really good. Really sweet, but really good.
I can't believe that was Jake's first try.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what do you think we got on a number range here for? All right, wait. We're gonna go. Initially, we're gonna go with 3 people.
One winner or 3?
That's what I think. We're gonna go 3 people all at once.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
And then kind of just help out organization. You're thinking that.
Sure.
And we're not giving the range.
Think that
right here. Think that with that many people.
Sure.
Think we hit it. Okay. All right, guys, gals, everybody out there. This is sponsored by Jason B. Had no idea that he was throwing this out there. Will castor oil stimulate beard growth there? John, I have a video on that within the last 2 weeks. So just go back and look up my video for the beard patchiness. And that's literally that's the topic of the video. So check that one out. It'll explain it really well. If you need a link, just send me a message and I would be happy to provide you with a link. Okay. How this is going to work. We are going to be giving away some grilling aprons. Let's show it up. We got to show off the merch, We got to make sure everybody can see this. We're going to be great, man. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be giving away some of these, I believe the Bearded Barbecue. Let me see. Yeah, we'll go with that one. The Bearded Barbecue grilling aprons, which I use every time I am grilling. They look like this, provided by Sam C. She'll be making these ones. And this was Jason B. with the surprise giveaway. So we're going to start out, we might throw some more later too. But we're going to start out with 3 giveaways of these. So it's going to be the first 3 people to get it correct. If you do win, you're going to need to reach out to me with your name and your shipping address. All right, your name and your shipping address as it goes through. All right, 10 of them? No, we are not doing 10 of them, Nick. That would be terrible math on several levels. So no, but we are doing 3 right now. So we're going to give you a number range. You are going to enter once, type the number, hit enter, realize that the internet will prioritize your answer. So what that means is when you hit enter, it's going to show up on your screen right away. That's not the order it gets to us on our screen, and that's all we can go by. We're going to have about 150 people hitting enter at about the same time, and it's got to get funneled into a nice and neat list for us. So be patient. We got double eyes on there.
A list may or probably will look different than yours.
Yes.
Straight up.
Yep. It will. It will 100% will look different. Yes, the new Blackstone. Mick is killing it, loving it. Can I get the link? John, send me a message on Instagram or email, and I'd be happy to send you that. If you just look up Dancy Bearded Castor Oil, it's probably going to pop up for you if you want to do that one. Yes, old school type giveaways. This was not planned as we went through. Mrs. Mick, hello there. That's awesome. She got him the Blackstone.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh. All right, guys and girls, again, only enter once, and it's going to be the first 3 that have this number correct. Go ahead and give it and wait until I say the keyword that is spelled G-O. All right. Give me a number 1 through 20. Go. 1 through 20. Go. Good luck, everybody. We're going to take the first 3 correct ones that we didn't even generate here. There we go. All right. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. And again, this is 1 through 20. Everybody is eligible to enter, even internationals. We will hook you up and get all that covered. All right. And again, you're only entering once, everybody.
I don't even know if I saw one.
Really? Oh, my goodness. There will be. There will be.
Maybe one.
Yeah, we'll see. And again, guys, please only enter once here. If you have not entered yet, please feel free. All right. We got 1. I can't show it yet because then some people start trying to type it in. And even deleting their answers. All right, see that one?
No, they wouldn't do that.
No. They are humans, though. Okay. There's 2. Okay. All right, come on. One more here. You guys can do it. All right, where did they went back up there? No, of course not. Of course not.
Well, we'll just do one again.
Yep, we will do another one in a second. Okay, so we are going to show the winning number here. So the winning number was, all right, let me actually, so I can do it legit for you. All right, and we only had 2 on our end, had the correct number. The winning number was 5, and we have Big Duke. Hey, congrats, Big Duke. We're going to do another round. We're going to do another round in a second. Number 5 there. And then our other number 5, if I can find it back again, was Melissa. So congratulations to both of you. Please reach out to me at Dancy Bearded on Instagram. That is preferred. Or email dan_command@yahoo.com. And I need your name and your shipping address. All right. So we're going to go one more round here. And looking good. And we'll do 2 more again here. We'll do 2 more again. So we'll up it. I am going to change the number range. All right. I am going to change the number range here. So you got to make sure you guys are ready for this one. I'll let the congrats clear out of the chat because we do have a slow mode. So we want to make sure everyone has the opportunity. Same rules. This is going to be a second round. So everybody can enter again, but only enter this second round once. And Jesse says, congrats. Too funny. When you, my youngest just turned 5. Very cool. So when you enter this next round, same thing, just put in a number, and then we will get our 2 winners. Got the old school vibes tonight. Mm-hmm. All right. The number range on this one, please give me a number. 20 through 40, go. 20 through 40, go. All right, we got that. Okay, we got our number here. And again, congratulations. We're going to get the first 2 people, and this is for the grilling apron from the Beauty and Beard MI, a.k.a. Sam C. Okay, this is where it began, right here. And we need 2 people out of 150.
Right.
You saw one?
At the end.
Okay, that's
2
good.
of them.
Oh, 2? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's 1. Was that one that you saw?
Actually, no.
Okay, so remember, guys, we're going to have more winners here, more correct numbers than winners. Remember, the internet prioritizes your answer over everyone else's, and the mayor's confident we have another one, so I'm going to show it, and I'm assuming we do too, so it doesn't matter. The winning number is 21, but it comes down to the first 2 on our screen, and I did extend it from 3 to 4, so Nick Smith, you have the first one, and then it's the next one that pops up on our screen. As it comes through, it's going to have to do that big jump on me. Okay. Hopefully we have one. The mayor thinks he saw 2 of them at the end. All right, there it is. Okay, right there, right? Mm-hmm. All right. And then the other one that we have is, oh yeah, there were 2 at the end there. I saw the other one, is Jesus. Congratulations, Jesus. All right, so let me get this name down. All right, guys and girls, please throw a congrats in the chat. You can also throw a thanks to Jason. I don't know if he's home yet, but this giveaway is provided by him. And winners, please reach out to me. I will put my information right here. Let me see. I don't even know if I have one with my email anymore because I don't have to use my email.
Right.
All right. Well, my email and my information is in the description of every video. So you can just check that out at any time, and that should be able to help you out. Dancy Bearded on Instagram, Dan_command at Yahoo. Sam says, Jesus always wins, but I don't think he's pronouncing it Jesus.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't mess with them.
Yes. So congratulations. Very cool. Sam will be excited. She genuinely loves making these things and getting to some quiet time, some work time. Hey, Andy Bahua. How much are the mugs going to go for? Gordon, I have no idea. So thanks for a reminder. On Monday, guys, officially, Beauty and the Beard MI is going to be selling 2 new things. One of them is this stainless steel coffee mug. It's really nice, good size, really, really good quality. Burr Oak is the extreme southern middle Michigan. Interesting. I didn't even know we had cities there. Jackson down, I guess. And then we also have the metal koozie. This thing is really cool. The top screws on to lock everything in, right? You got your can, slips right in there, double walled, so it keeps it really, really cold or really hot if you would like. Goes right on the top there. Simply screw it in. Boom. You're then locked in, ready to roll. This thing is super cool. Summer on the boat, camping, all that stuff. I am really, really excited. So both of these are going to be for sale on Monday, officially on Beauty and the Beard MI. I don't know how much. It'll be a very, very fair price.
And it looks like it still would work in a car cup holder if you were drinking non-alcoholic.
Without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt.
Which is one of my pet peeves is when they get too big.
Agreed.
You got to wear it between your legs or whatever. Yeah.
I agree.
Or you get in my wife's car and there's no available cup holders.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
So the mayor does not have a YouTube channel, but he does create content on a very consistent basis. And Mayor, where do you create content? I believe this guy's a member of a group, actually.
Command's Corner. Facebook. Join us. It's a group of 5,000 and growing guys. I will do, featured videos of our monthly sponsor. And I just put myself out there too sometimes, just whatever's going on. That's kind of where I live and breathe my beard journey the most is on that Facebook channel. Also Instagram, but that's more just life and kind of I just enjoy that. There's something about Instagram that's fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's like visual.
They've got
visual.
It down. Yep. So the mayor and I, we co-founded the Facebook group together a year and a half ago. And it's really kind of evolved into his thing. And he's really taken it over and creates the content, creates the questions, and really kind of guides the flow of the group. So it's really fun to watch. So
along with our moderators and Dan,
yes. And we have them represented here. We got Phil, we got Bill, and we got Kinsman in here. Huge shout out to you guys.
Big difference maker.
One of the biggest things we ever did for the group. All right, let's pop back over to our beard advice. And again, we'll have some more time we've already been in here for an hour.
I know.
That is wild. Absolutely wild. And again, William, thank you for sending it in, man. Absolutely epic.
All right, this is Jason. Hey, guys, I'm just looking for some general advice. Only beard goal I have is to have my best beard. Problem area underneath the chin, mutton chop connection area is sparseness and patchiness. Origin story, I've been growing out my facial hair since 2018. Sheared the LO corners of the underbeard. Okay, the lock corners of the underbeard. 5 inches in late 2020. Stumbled upon your channel earlier this year and began grooming the beard in late February. Performed a very necessary damage removing heavy trim in mid-March. I'm recovering decent length from the trim. Just concerned about those 2 patchy spots.
Okay. All right. And a couple questions here real quick. I have a question for you. Have you done the hat yet?
No.
Yeah.
There's only one original left.
Oh, no. They do. Yeah. I love the hat. There's some heat to it.
All right.
Prepare yourself. I have a feeling we're going to finish these, so I can just get rid of them. But there is some heat to it. I kind of underestimated it, but I'm really digging it. But a couple questions. Mick, yes, absolutely, my friend. We will work it out with you. Send Sam a message or me, and we'll make sure we get it going. Do you guys have any recommendations for beard conditioner and washes? Yes, literally whiskey and hardtack. Our group has a discount code. I also have a Dan C normal discount code, but my advice would be to join the group and get
a little bit more.
Get a little bit more.
Plus, get entered in the giveaways of the month.
Yes. Okay. Jason M here. Let's see what we got. And Jason, thank you for sending in. If you're in the chat, go ahead and say something for us. What do you think on the hot?
It's hot.
It is hot.
Good.
It's hotter than you would think for a stick.
But doable. Not crazy.
Your tongue's not burning.
Right.
You're not going to have the burning ring of fire tomorrow. You're good. All right, Jason, again, thank you for sending in, man. So problem is the underbeard, where it's the connection area. I do see what you're talking about, right? It's pretty clear when you're looking from underneath that you do have this spot right here. I get you 100%. I will say though, I agree with Funk almost as always. It does seem like that was a trauma area. Maybe there was a burn. Maybe there was a scar. That seems like something that's not in par with the rest of your beard. So it does seem like a trauma area, which is not a problem. Because when I look at it face on, I would have no idea that was there. Right. When I look at it from the side, still no idea that was there. Where that's probably going to come into play, Jason, is if you want to grow it out like really big and really long, that might have an impact. And let's see here on the other advice that he was looking for. So, bro, okay, good. I'm just concerned about those two patchy spots. My advice, genuinely would be just work with what you have. The style you have right now is super cool. It does narrow a little bit around the chin, but I like it. Yeah, I really, really like it.
Yeah, I agree. I think you've got really good lines on the side. Cutting it in good. I don't think it would do much of anything. I wouldn't worry about you mentioned like the mutton chop area. I don't see anything that I would be concerned with there. I feel like we just, maybe the only thing that's gonna come up, like Dan said, is down the line. If you want to go big, you might notice that like the little area, but you're not, I don't think anywhere near where that's going to come in. And I think too, you're maybe a little bit like the thinnest that you kind of are talking about in those areas will fill in even better. Like going bigger might be a good thing. It may not be a bad thing. But it sounds like you've done some trims and some things and messed around with it a little bit before you got into watching Dan's show too. So it might just be best to let it go for a while and see where we end up with, what we end up with.
Yeah, and Jesse has a good way of looking at it too. He said if you grow it out, maybe it would cover it up, and that's possible. Absolutely. And Logan has another thought. This did cross my mind. He said maybe instead of a beard stash, go a beard goatee. And that absolutely is a possibility where you would just trim the sides down lower. You'd still have stubble. We don't want to get rid of it entirely. And then you just rock the goatee. And normally I don't think I would feel this way, but I really like this style. I think it looks nice and balanced on his face. I think maybe if we got rid of the sides, it might be a little bit too slim. So I like what you're working with, man.
I love that profile. You got good edges. The chin's a little longer, but I think that works.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good suggestion here too, if you want to read that one.
Anthony says, I suggest considering letting the corner of the mustache area grow in.
Yeah.
Okay, so right here. Yeah, you can kind of see where it kind of cuts in. That's not a bad idea. And sometimes when we say let something grow in, maybe it's just a slow growth area and you have to trim the areas around it as you wait for that to fill in. Every year, every day, every month, you learn a little bit more about how your face grows hair. And you kind of adjust and learn your own approach to getting where you want to go.
Absolutely. And let's say you're watching this right now and you're like, you know what? I have something similar. I would love to give their feedback. Mary, how do people get featured on this show? And why is it so important that they do send it?
Well, I'm going to answer those in reverse order. It's super important because it's the life of our show. It's what we get to talk about. And for every one of you guys that has the guts to put your picture out there and ask a question, there's 5 or 10 guys that will get some value from what you are stepping up to do. How you enter is pretty simple. You just send a quick email to beardadvicelive@gmail.com and you give us your mug shots, your left, a profile, a straight
just like
on.
this.
and then just kind of highlight any questions, a little description of what your routine is, and we put it on air and we talk about it, usually within the week.
Absolutely. And hey, we have not asked this at all tonight. Probably be the only time I do. These do stay up. These videos will be on here forever. So if you don't mind helping us out, helping out some future beardsmen that may stumble upon this, that are looking for beard advice, please consider hitting a thumbs up on the stream right now. If you're on your phone, it's easy to forget because it doesn't show you that option. Exit out of the live chat, hit the thumbs up, and then hit live chat to come back in. And that's going to give you the ability to support what we're doing here. Absolutely free. Costs you nothing but a split second of your time. Are there any benefits to switching up beard washes every few days? Ben, I have a video on the beard plateau, which essentially is the idea of your body getting used to products. So I switch up my head hair shampoo. I switch up my body wash. My body really gets used to things. And I would absolutely suggest switching things up. That's just what I've used.
I use a wash every day, and I use a different wash every day.
Yeah.
Usually within 3 or 4 rotations of it.
Absolutely. Sam says, do you find that cameras do not render our beards justice? I get self-conscious. Absolutely. 100%. I almost always feel better about my beard during the day. And then I'll see a picture on like vacation or stuff. And I'm like, oh man, that's not what it's really like. I think it usually just comes down to lighting.
Yeah. You just got to figure out the right way to do it, because there are always little tricks and tips and ways that you learn, and treat yourself. Do whatever you find that makes it look best the way that you like it. Take the picture then. Because we can always find angles on ourselves that we're not loving or feeling as much.
Yep.
Don't live in that angle.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And Jay says the advice here is game-changing. If anyone's considering submitting a photo, just go for it. And I do think we have a lot of people that are on the edge, right? They're considering sending in, but they don't really know. Maybe they don't want to take the time. Maybe they forget. It not only can help your beard, not only can help beardsmen out there, even if you just need this angle, it helps out our show. It gives us content. It lets us create and help people. So if you could, we would appreciate it. And Dominic says he only uses Grandpa's Pine Tar soap as a wash. Hey, absolutely not telling people you have to use multiple washes. If you have something that works for you, keep doing that. There's no problem in that at all.
You learn how often you should use it. Then,
yep.
And that's not an everyday thing by any means.
Correct.
But when you do, we're all different.
Yep.
Figuring out what works for you is the best.
Yep. And Jesse says LCW from Beard Octane, Copper John's, and Whiskey and Hardtack, 3 of the very best. And Copper John's wash is brand new. Really, really good stuff. And Brian, I've noticed something. So he hates the selfie cam, makes his beard look funny. So when I take a selfie two-handed. And so when I do that, I go like this. It pushes my beard in together and gives me a little point at the bottom.
Ooh.
So I've had to be conscious of that and kind of like puff my chest out. It's really interesting what a selfie can do to your beard. What a weird sentence to say out loud as an adult, but it is true. Yeah, it is true. Jesse said he was nervous about sending his picture, but he's super glad he did. Awesome, man. Awesome. Does consuming vitamins actually help with hair and beard growth, or is it a myth? All right, so I've talked about a lot of videos of mine tonight, but what you're going to do, Sam, and I'm going to show you on YouTube, is you're going to search Dan C. Bearded, and it's usually one of the first ones that comes up, and then you're going to type in vitamins. All right, we're going to see what pops up here. Because I have somewhere in the realm of most questions I have a video on. So here's me on the top 3 ones here, obviously, because I searched Dan C. So beard vitamins, this is going to give you everything that you need. Beard health, beard growth, vitamins for your beard, and it explains it all. I also have one on collagen peptides, and I have a couple on biotin. So check that video out. I'll actually throw a link in the description or in the chat for you, so you can see what that's all about. But I break down all the vitamins, even have nice little labels for you on there. It was one of my harder videos to make because that's not an area that I'm really well versed in, but I was really proud of it.
It's very science.
It is. It is very sciencey. You don't want
to say anything wrong, so you got to be careful with what you say.
Science can be proven wrong, right? A styling thing is preference. You're right there, man. You get it. You get it. All right, so let's go ahead and check back in. Watch the and guys, hey, I have a lemon water video today that I think's really interesting. It's probably not what you think, and that's hopefully a good thing. Hello, Daniel Disney Beardsman. I saw you earlier, just didn't get a chance to say hello. All right. I don't remember how many more we have. I know we're in the realm of a couple.
This is Angus. My beard is definitely a work in progress, but it's looking a little better. Angus has been with us before.
Last week, I think.
Or 2 weeks.
2 weeks, maybe, yeah.
I'm not sure. It could have been last week.
Yeah.
I pulled out the big guns on my new heated dryer along with a small rounded brush and my Chicago comb. My beard appears more straight, but there is more work to be done. More work to be done. My thought is maybe less heat. How would a beard potentially look if I blow dried it with cold air? Or maybe I could use the 3 days a week instead of 7. I have been blowing it with medium heat, low air, and medium heat setting. Other things might not be noticeable, but I've been slightly trying to shape my beard in a round shape towards the bottom. Also, the dryer majorly helps with my mustache out of the way of my mouth. That's a big plus, especially during mealtime.
Okay. All right. And he is here. He said 2 or 3 weeks ago. So you were right on there. Now, first thing he asked about was blow drying with cold air. It's not going to do a whole lot. If you're just going with cold air, it's not going to be really any different than with you just combing your beard. Because there's actually a process that happens to your hairs, and there's a name of it. I'm not going to say what that is because I have it as my video for next week. So stay tuned for that video. But I would advise using heat. Now, you said maybe dialing it back to 3 days a week instead of 7. That's a great tip. There's nothing wrong with that at all. If you feel like your beard's been too straight, that could be the way to go about it, right? And another way is low speed, low heat. Another little easy solution there as we go through. Okay. Might not be noticeable, but I've been slightly trying to shape my beard in a round shape towards the bottom. Okay. So just kind of looking for some overall advice, maybe looking at the heat. Is he using too much? How do we adjust there? Let's take a look. And I'll let you kick this one off, man.
All right.
So before on the left, after on the right.
You've done, I'm really, first of all, I'm really proud, not as a beard parent in a way. I think, wow, you look at the dialed in, you took a little length off the sides, but you can see the effort and you can see the impact of the heated brush. The mustache, I think, is so much improved.
Yes.
For you, it's so much more manageable. It gives you just gotten that little piece of control that you needed. With the heat, I don't see too much. I don't see that you're overdoing it. But if you did go down to a low heat setting, it would just be a little bit more natural, a little bit more full. But I don't know if you need it or not. It doesn't look overly done to me at all.
No, I agree. And Rich, thank you, man. You didn't have to do that. Thank you for sending in, by the way, and hopefully that means you enjoyed the advice. So thank you. Angus, I really like this. I think it did a really good job of bringing like a slimming or slender profile to you, and it makes you look younger. And I think it looks very purposeful.
It looks like you know what you're doing.
Yes. The mustache, as the mayor said, is on point. That is the star of the show. I don't see it being too straight at all. The only thing that I see, and this is not a problem, just an observation, is I do see this little wave around the jawline, and it looks like your beard is a little bit longer than where it was before. And so for this wave, what I would do is I would look up my Dancy Bearded Waves video, and what I would do is I would get a round brush, and I would go on the opposite way of the wave and use that blow dryer. Because what's happening right now is you're likely either combing to the jawline or it's a mask dent.
Yeah, and then we're all fighting that.
Yep.
If you're using that heated brush, and I fight the same thing, and if you're bringing it down or whatever, I know you were using blow dry, but yeah, the round brush is going to be the way if it's not that. When I use a heated brush, I get the same kind of thing, and for me, it's a technique of either going out or getting a comb in my left hand and bringing that up each time, hit it down, bring it up again, hit it down, which is essentially the same thing you're doing with a round brush.
Correct. And regardless if it's a mask or your grooming technique, easiest way is that it's solved. And yeah, he did trim the sides. So that was the style he's going for, more of that round beard, more of that kind of goatee style that people would say. I love it. I think it was a great improvement. I think it looks really nice. I would just look at addressing that wave if you want to. If it's not an issue for you, hey, ignore it.
Or if you're just going to put a mask back on when you get to work or whatever, like us,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not worth fighting it.
No, Brad, hey, man, I appreciate you asking. He says, what is the combing the jawline? I've heard that before. So what guys do naturally is when they're starting to comb, they comb up on their cheeks, they comb up on their mustache and chin, and they're going down with the teeth into their skin. But what happens is once you reach your jawline, your jaw starts to curve under. So what it does is it pushes the hair back farther than where the rest of the hair is. So that comb would start right here, and then it jumps in, and that gives you that little wave. So what you want to do is be very conscious of where that jawline is and not push in at that point when you're about to leave the jaw. So go and comb away from your beard as you're going down. Is that a good explanation?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I have a round brush, but still get the wave. I have a small one and a large one. So now Angus, is just going to be about practicing and perfecting the technique.
It's not easy. Like having double-handed and all that stuff is, I just started bringing my left hand in with that comb into my process, but you just have to, it's technique, it's practice.
Yep. And it really will take a lot of practice. A lot of practice. Good. Okay. Here we go.
Whew. All right, this is Jamie. Jamie says, I've been growing a beard on and off for some time now. I had given up on growing a big beard. I suffer from major breakage. My beard isn't curly. It actually coils instead of just curls. My beard will actually grow itself into knots, even with combing and brushing. Until I was introduced into beard products about a decade ago, I was able to get more length due to limiting breakage, but I've never reached my goal. I give up around the 5 or 6 month mark. I'm giving it another go after coming across Dancy's videos. My beard has been healthier than ever. I'm noticing again since I'm reaching the 5 month mark. I am starting to suffer more from major breakage. It's frustrating because I feel like I have a good routine of drinking water, day and night routine, vitamins, etc. I do use a heated brush in the lowest setting once daily, as quick as I can. I brush in multiple directions. It's the only way I found to get the beard shape and look I want. But due to the breakage, I'm losing length, trim, and transparency that develops.
Okay.
I feel like I'm losing out on my beard's potential. Any tips on adding routines? Don't groom as much or anything else. Or does maintaining the beard style I want just come at a cost of breakage and losing length? I want the look I have now, but just the bottom to keep dropping. I feel like my beard looks healthy, but it's starting to break off about 1/4 to 1/2 inch.
Okay, great details there. He likes where he's at, but he's experiencing breakage and he's not getting the length he wants. That's essentially what we got. But first, I do want to answer a couple questions. So thank you guys for asking these good questions here. Brett says, Dan, do you create scripts for your videos? I've always wondered. So I don't create scripts, but I'll show you what I do. I have a list of video ideas, and that's where I start on stuff. I don't know this. Yeah, you can kind of see there. And I just have a lot of video ideas. People will ask me, are you going to run out of content? No. Now, here is this week. So when you see this week, I have 3 little red dots there. That means I need to film these videos for the following week. I'm always 1 week ahead. And what I do is I write my key talking points out. So this is one video that I have here. And so I don't script. I don't look at anything when I'm filming. But if you notice, it's a little peek behind the curtains here, a little teaching hack, is I chunk my videos. So my videos are broken into different chunks. And I just know those chunks really well. So I essentially have like a talking point, and then I just talk about what that category is, what that thing is. But no, I'm not looking at a script. I don't have a teleprompter. I don't have anything glued to the camera. Hey, Ken, it is exactly lesson planning. 100%. Practice plans, lesson plans, teaching, coaching, same thing.
We're taught learning targets in school. It means what do we want to walk? What from that segment? What do you want them to walk out with that they didn't walk in with?
Yes,
and you just get that one hammered, and it's easier said than done for sure, though.
Yes, right. And what helps is I genuinely know what I'm talking about when I make these videos. So when I have a talking point, I have a basis of what I want to say, but then I just let my conversation take over, and that's really nice. How often do you guys use a hairdryer or heated brush? I use a hairdryer and heated brush on average 6 times a week.
I am daily on the heated brush.
Yep.
If I pay for it if I skip. Like this weekend we were up north, I didn't bring it.
Yeah.
It takes 2 to 3 days.
I was gonna say it's harder to come back from. Yep, it's harder to come back from. Would up from the bottom of the heated brush help with the waves? Yeah, that's kind of what the mayor was saying. Change the angles, change the direction of the hairs. All right, and I think there was another good question. Maybe I missed it here. More videos during summer break. Nope, I'm going to stick to my normal schedule. I don't want to overwhelm your feed. I don't want to be too out there. I already think 3 videos a week is a lot, but I like that number. I really, really like where it's at. Sounds like you're a teacher. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much, yes. All right, so Jamie likes his style, getting some breakage, wants to grow more.
To hit a wall.
Yeah. Awesome style, Jamie. Yeah, so he said he's happy with it. You should be, my friend. Now, when he talked about his styling, he had said that he does
a lot of heat.
Yeah, a lot of heat
almost daily, right?
But
really fast.
That's not what I was worried about. He was more. I think he had talked about how he was using the heat.
I do use a heated brush in the lowest setting once daily, as quick as I can. I brush in multiple directions. It's the only way I found get the beard shape and look I want.
Okay, so Jamie, it sounded like you're going through multiple directions, multiple ways with that heated brush. At this size beard, it may be time to go to a blow dryer. A blow dryer is less harsh on a beard because it is less direct heat. The longer your beard, the less direct heat that you want. Why can the mayor get away with more heat than me? Because he's trimming those ends more often. As he's maintaining that style, his trims are coming pretty frequently. How often would you say you're trimming?
At most every couple of weeks, every 2 to 3 weeks, just a little bit.
Every couple of weeks. So for me, it's every 4 to 6 months. Mm-hmm. So there's that big difference there when it comes to heat. Drink more water, of course. That's really going to help out. But Jamie, I believe you can get that same style you are looking for right now with a blow dryer and comb. Chicago comb number 8 to be specific for your beard. That's going to be your big difference. Your beard is pretty dense and pretty long to be going all throughout it with a heated brush. So if you're experiencing breakage,
that would take a long time.
It would. It really would. A blow dryer is going to be much quicker and I think much more effective. So that would be my biggest piece of advice for you. What you have now is fantastic. I would not change anything styling wise, but I would go to a blow dryer.
And I'm just going to add on to this. He mentioned a lot in his message that he was concerned with the breakage, and that was almost so frustrating that he would quit, right?
Yeah.
Quit the length. Should people pay that close of attention to breakage and say, listen, could he push through it and see what happens, kind of thing, or should he is that his body telling him? To stop.
Breakage is tough. If you have breakage, there is a problem. There is no such thing as just natural breakage. Your hairs, now some people confuse shedding with breakage, but he does sound like he knows what he's doing. About, so yeah. I would believe that he is talking about actual breakage. I would not ignore breakage at any point. I would not ignore split ends or damage at any point. So I think he's tapped in and dialing. And so Clark says, are you sure it's not shedding? That is a good question because, Jamie, if it's shedding, the difference is very simple. Shedding has a white bulb at the end of the hair, meaning it ran its course.
It's breakage, yeah.
Okay, it's breakage. Yeah. So Jamie, we had a feeling that you were pretty dialed in and know. I do believe that is from the density and length of your beard with the heated brush. I would highly, highly recommend a blow dryer. Now, it may take you a couple weeks to dial in your technique and practice it. But in the long term, I do believe that's going to be best. And I do believe a wide tooth comb, as Leo said, as I suggested with the Chicago comb number 8, there's good wide tooth wooden combs. That's going to be a much better thing than a brush. At this length, you really don't even need a brush. I mean, you could finish one off a little bit, but using a blow dryer, I think Bill's right. I think it's just going to be easier.
I know with gray beards, you have a little bit more likelihood for just less protection of the hair itself.
And it's the same for red beards.
That's what I was going to say is that's not shocking that
correct.
You're going through this.
In my SPF video that I talked about with the beard UV rays and stuff, the 2 beards that are most susceptible to sun damage are gray beards and red beards because red beards are also missing the outer layer of protection, very similar to a gray beard. So, first off, make sure you're using good quality products before the heat, which it sounds like you probably are. Like I said, you seem like a very dialed in guy. So I would continue to use quality products and make that switch. Who has a white beard?
I don't know.
Don't overwash, co-wash more. Hydration, I think. Does it seem dry and brittle? Yeah, and with breakage, there's always something causing it. I will say most commonly it is hydration, lack of drinking water, but also after that you get things like the grooming, overheat, maybe something that with your job, maybe something with your day. And also stress can lead to poor hair health,
Sure.
Which will not only increase shedding, it can increase breakage as well. All right. Was that our last one? That was. And you guys had a compliment on the slide, so just went with the same one this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy it here. We are did not plan that.
No, look at
smack dab 10:30. Yeah, smack dab. The catch says, "Great. I have a red beard that's turning white." Hey, at least you don't have to make many changes. There's not a whole lot of difference between the red and the gray beards. I do wash daily. I get dirty. Okay. Maybe try switching up rotating beard washes. Like I said, LCW is a great one. Jamie, if you have not tried it yet, the Beard Bar Wash from Whiskey and Hardtack could be your answer.
Yeah, it's amazing. It does things that it's like I don't know if I want to make a comment. Like a good woman, she does things that you wouldn't even think were possible. The Beard Bar, same thing.
Yeah,
you
had good intentions behind it.
Right. Yeah. It was a little bit 10:30 though. We're okay.
Right. We're past there. How much water consumption would you consider hydrate? So Nick, it depends on your sodium intake. It depends on the rest of your diet, your overall health. But here's a good rule of thumb to start with. This is based on dietitians. This is based on athletes and coaches, and it's kind of a good rule. And then everybody should seek their doctor's advice, should see their own research. Here's a basic rule. Take your body weight in pounds, cut it in half, and that's how many ounces you should drink. So, for example, I weigh today probably 220 pounds. Now, I'm 6'3", so that's not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. Cut that in half, I should be drinking about 110 ounces. I believe a gallon has 128 ounces. Is that correct?
Sounds right.
I think so. 128 ounces. So what I do is I round up and I drink a gallon every day. But that's a good, solid rule for everybody out there. Take your body weight, cut it in half, and drink that many ounces. Now, if you are if you're eating a whole lot of sodium, like I enjoy jerky, I'll be honest, I have it pretty much on a daily basis. Increase that water intake, that's going to help out. If you're someone that eats like an unbelievably clean lifestyle, maybe you need a little bit less water because you don't have all that terrible stuff that you need to flush out.
Yeah, but who are you, man? With your unbelievably clean lifestyle.
Right.
Hang out.
Get out of here. Oh, and Jamie said, just got in Beard Octane CBD conditioner yesterday. He's never used conditioner. That could be the Scrabble piece that you're missing.
Step.
Yep, especially the CBD conditioner.
Never
Jamie,
used conditioner?
Right.
Yes.
So you're experiencing breakage and you've never used conditioner.
That's a
boom.
Yeah.
Boom. That is huge. And a great little caveat from Funk Daddy there. Just try not to get in your skin. So when you have a medium beard, when you have a short beard, put the conditioner in your palm, rub it in like this, and then apply it with an open hand. Karate, I don't know if you know that, means open hand or open palm. So apply it with an open hand. Do not massage it in with your fingertips.
And why is that?
Because it's going to clog your pores.
Okay.
So
too much of it.
Yeah. Well, any of it on your skin.
Okay.
Conditioner is designed to coat and seal, and it's not designed for skin, right? Conditioner is not for your follicle. It's not for your skin. It's for the hairs. So with my beard, I can run my fingers through it, right? Because I have the beard here. I just can't rub it in. Short beards, medium beards, hand in your palm, and then go through like this, and you're good to go. And Clark says, that's it, Jamie. Yeah, if you've never used conditioner, that could absolutely be the reason why. Yeah, it really could be. So
check back with us. Let us know in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, just send us a message. Let us know where you're at.
We have exercised the demons. Yes. Yep. And the conditioner will lock in some of the moisture for sure. Conditioner and combing in the shower was a must. I agree. And you don't want to overdo it for sure. But if you have a red beard, if you have a gray beard, I do recommend conditioning more than other beards.
You can get away with it.
Yeah, Jamie, I think this was a big moment for you, a big show for you, and I think you're going to maintain because your beard looks fantastic. I think you're going to maintain that. Now we're going to get the health side of it to match the
We're
looks.
gonna get that to drop.
Mm-hmm.
Let the beat drop.
Boom, I think we just did a mashup there.
There you go.
There we go. Guys, please consider sending in if you have not. It really makes the show, right? We just had a full discussion about beard breakage, conditioner, combing versus heated brush versus blow dryer, all because of an entry.
Mm-hmm.
That was not us. That was not you. That was an entry by Jamie that led to all of
And
that.
there's going to be somebody out there that benefits from that conversation. Well, I don't tell Dan, but sometimes even I pick up little things.
Oh, absolutely.
that I bring into my game. So
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being here. We're here every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
We might be a little bit remote through the summertime, but we're going to be here. We're going to be giving beard advice to anybody who has questions. You guys are what makes this amazing. The chat is what makes this so fun to do and such a place that people come back to. And we hope you will continue to come back and ask questions if you have them.
Yeah. And Billy, speaking of questions, great one there. How many times a conditioner a week? There's no magic answer. Some people it's once a week. Some people it's 4 or 5 times a week. For me, I like to be in the 2 to 3 days a week range.
I'm like at 4.
Yep. And there's so many factors to it. You just kind of figure out. Was my email too late? If we did not respond to you, then yes, it was too late. We were up to date at about 6 p.m. Eastern, I believe is when 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern. So if yours was after 8 o'clock, then yeah, absolutely, it was too late. But you will be featured on next week. If you didn't hear from us by the next Wednesday, then send us a message.
Something might
have
gotten lost.
Great show. Like the water advice, a tad better than 1 gallon a day, but time will tell. All right. Thank you, Leo. And yeah, I do think that's a pretty good rule. I like to use the gallon because it's just a simple thing because you can buy gallon mugs. That's an easy way to go. And even if you don't hit it, you're good there. And hey, Jason, thank you for the giveaways. And if you want to give away, please reach out to me, Dan C. Bearded on Instagram right here, and Dan_command@yahoo.com. I need to know your name and your shipping address. And Sam will have the aprons out. Might not be till next week because we are going camping. Very excited for our first camping trip, local trip, but still camping. We will be in the RV, glamping. But
beginning of summer.
All right, guys. Thank you. Can't wait to see what we have.